Singapore is holding its second election in 4 months. The first vote back in May was to elect a new government. This time is to elect a new president. Now, there are a couple of interesting things about this vote. First, all 4 candidates had the same last name, Tan, which is even more common in Singapore than Smith is in the United States. Second, Singapore's social media has been playing a key role in monitoring and analyzing the presidential campaigns.
2011 will go down as a watershed year in Singapore's political history. Boosted by social media, participation and interest in politics has hit new levels. For example, the blog, The Online Citizen, scored a media coup by getting all 4 presidential candidates to a forum 4 days before the national broadcaster was due to record its own program. The 2-hour forum released on YouTube included an animated exchange between former Deputy Prime Minister Tony Tan and once opposition member Tan Jee Say, who argued that the 4-decade-old Internal Security Act, which allows for detention without trial, had outlived its usefulness.
The ISA has been used on political opponents and those who are on the other political side of the law. So the history is such that it has been used for political purposes.
I think this is, to be fair, when one says he's against political opponents, I think this is a very serious charge. You must be able to back it up.
Well, the people who have been detained have opposed the government. That's what I'm saying.
Candidates only have 9 days to make an impact on voters. One blogger, Jen Tai, said this was very unsatisfactory and described the presidential election as almost farcical. The election is fast becoming a case of voting for who we object to least rather than who we really want, she wrote. One thing's for sure though, the next president will bear the name Tan. But will it be former long-time Member of Parliament and medical doctor Tan Cheng Bock, former insurance cooperative CEO Tan Kin Lian, former civil servant Tan Jee Say, who recently contested in the May parliamentary election and lost? Or will it be former ruling party stalwart Dr. Tony Tan? Dr. Tan certainly has the experience, having served in major cabinet posts like education, trade and industry, health and defence in his 26 years of politics. But one issue threatens to overshadow his candidacy. Bloggers have highlighted that his son managed to postpone serving his compulsory military service for 12 years while studying medicine and doing research in the United States. Others have turned their attention on former high-flying civil servant turned opposition candidate Tan Jee Say, criticising his motives. The president's job is to safeguard the reserve, not check on the PAP. These are 2 different tasks. Please get it right, said someone going by the nick, regular at SAF. The 2 other candidates have had long ties with the ruling People's Action Party, which may turn off voters seeking a more independent-minded president. This year's presidential election comes just 3 months after the parliamentary vote, where the PAP secured a win of 60%. That's landslide in most countries. However, it was the party's worst performance since independence. Therefore, some voter unhappiness could spill over into these elections, which is for a largely ceremonial head of state. Either way, with 4 candidates in the race, it is bound to be a close call. In Singapore, I'm Laura Miller for Link Asia.
Link TV is the only U.S. network dedicated to global and national news, uncompromising documentaries, and diverse cultural programs. Programs which connect you to the world. To learn more, visit linktv.org.